Assalamualaikum. Okay, I will explain about one of the popular indicator known as relative strength indicator or RSI. What is RSI? RSI was developed by Wells Wilder in 1978. RSI is one of the best indicator being used by many chartists and traders. RSI is a momentum indicator or oscillators that measure the relative internal strength of a stock or market against itself. Instead of comparing one asset with another or a stock with a market, RSI is categorized as leading indicator, which is it will lead the price movement. The formula for the RSI is as follows. Okay, RSI is 100 minus with 100 divided by 1 plus RS. What is RS here? RS is the average of X day ups close divided by the average of X down close. Okay, so by default, the X day is 14 days. So we as a user, we have a choice to change this parameter. However, we need to be remember when we change the parameter, it will change the sensitivity of the RSI. This indicator designed to overcome two problems involved in construction of momentum indicator, which is the first one is the erratic movement and the second one is the need for a constant trading band for comparison purposes. RSI is one of the momentum indicator that measure the speed and the change of price movement. Okay, it measure the strength of the security recent ups compared to the strength of its recent down move. This will help chartists or traders to indicate whether the security has seen more buying or selling pressure over the trading period. Okay, RSI classified as a bounded oscillators. That's why it's plotted between a range of 0 to 100, where 100 is the highest overbought condition and 0 is the highest oversold condition. Okay, different from the MACD, RSI having two area, we call it as overbought and oversold. So overbought is the area when RSI goes above the 70 value and oversold when RSI drops below 70 value. This overbought and oversold value 70 and 30 is by default will be set by the any software that you use. We can change it to any other combination. However, it will make the sensitivity of RSI change. How we want to use RSI to help us making decision for buy and selling signal. First, we will focus for a buying signal. The buying signal for RSI happen when the RSI is below 30 or the oversold line, and then it's moved up and crosses above the oversold line. That indicate that the stock has reversed its prior bear trend and expecting the stock price to correct itself and move back into a normal range. The second one is a selling signal. For a selling signal, it's happened when the RSI is above the overbought line, which is in this case is 70 line, and then move down and crosses below the overbought line. Thus, this indicates the stock has reversed from its prior bull trend and expecting the stock price to correct itself and move back into a normal range. Okay, how RSI looks like? RSI also one of the oscillator. So that's why it's positioned at the bottom of the chart. Okay, so this is RSI line. Okay, so we have two lines which is called oversold and overbought. Okay, so as I mentioned just now, how we want to determine the overbought and oversold is by looking into the position of 70 and 30. Okay, so for the first buying signal, it appears when the RSI at the situation at the positions or at the area of oversold, which is below the 30%, and then it cross above this 30% line and keep on increase. So at this point, it indicate a buying signal. And then for the selling signal, whenever we see that the RSI in the overbought area and then moving and cross below this overbought area, it indicate a selling signal. Okay, so whenever you see that the RSI crosses, okay, for example at this one, crosses it's enter the oversold and crosses above the 30 line or the oversold line, so this is indicate a buying signal. Okay, then sometimes it's also before it go to overbought area, it can turn back to the oversold area. It depends on the forces between the demand and supply. For a bullish confirmation, whenever RSI its position or is situated above the 50% line, we can say that it's one of the signal that confirmation of a bullish. For example, okay, so at this point is indicating a buying signal. When we see on the price, it's increased, then it turned back and started increase again and continue increase. We can see whenever the RSI crosses the 50% center line, okay, and then it keep on increase. Okay. So as I mentioned, RSI is a leading indicator. So the buy signal normally happen before the price change or price show a positive trend. So RSI can be used as a signal for a buying or selling opportunity. Okay, in the RSI, we also have like a convergent and divergent. But in this RSI, we call it as a top failure swing or bottom failure swing. Okay, first we will discuss about the top failure swing. Okay, what are the meaning of top failure swing? Top failure swing happen in uptrend. Okay, as we can see in this chart, price showing an uptrend and we can draw a uptrend line, and then when we see the RSI creating a lower high. Okay, top failure swing happen when price in uptrend and RSI make a lower high and contradict with the price behavior. This situation indicate that the momentum was low and trend reversal might occur. So if you have intention to buy any stock and that stock is in uptrend, so you might use this top value swing as one of the signal, either the trend will continue uptrend or the trend will reverse anytime soon. Okay, as we can see here, when the RSI creating a lower high and it started goes below the overbought area, okay, once it break or cross the 50% line, the center lines, price also show a confirmation of a downtrend before it increase again. Okay, for a bottom value swing, okay, bottom value swing is the other way around of top value swing. Okay, for bottom value swing, it happened during a downtrend. Okay, as we can see here, we can draw a downtrend line. Okay, and then we can see the RSI is showing different trend from the price trend. Okay, if you see here, the RSI creating a higher high, a higher low. Okay, so we can see price is a downtrend. However, RSI creating a higher low. So this indicating that the current price or the current trend might reverse from a downtrend to an uptrend. Okay? For a confirmation, whenever you see this, you must always cross-check with the trend line and also with the support and resistance. Okay? We know that before the price will change from a downtrend to an uptrend, it should break or it should meet a certain rule. For example, the price should creating a higher high and then it should break the resistance and creating a lower high. Okay, so for example, if you see this opportunity, you see this downtrend and you see this RSI creating a higher high. So it signals to you, oh, this is a possibility the existing trend might be reversed. So you can follow and monitor the stock and wait for a confirmation of bullish signal. Okay, for example, it takes a few times before it going uptrend. So if you can see here, this is during the sideways. Okay, it show a few time of buying signal. Okay, however, it not an uptrend yet. Why? Because we can see that the RSI keep moving from the oversold to overbought and crosses below again to oversold and increase again to overbought. Okay, so a confirmation of a reversal happen at this point. Why I said at this point? At this point, RSI go down to the oversold area and quickly cross again the oversold line, indicating a buying signal, and then it keep moving, go above the center line and entering the overbought line. Okay, then it's make a correction. However, starting this point, the RSI line never goes beyond or never goes below to the 50% line. It's indicating a bullish situation or bullish trend, and you can check with the price. Okay, so remember, if you want to see either it's confirmation or not, monitor the movement of the RSI and also the movement of price. I will show you how to use the RSI in chart nexus in the next part of this video. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.